Тоест сега да ни показвам... Карта можем да показваме вече, те ли?
Да, може.
Добре. Окей, айде.
Окей. Excellent connection.
Това е добре.
Да. Добре.
Окей. Айде.
Компютъра мога да го затворя.
Да. Ако искаш след една минута само го провери от телефона като нормален потребител.
Добре, окей.
Окей.
Today we have sprint distance, and tomorrow we'll have the long distance, which will be the final round of the individual World Cup for mountain bike orienteering World Cup for 2025. Today we have 38 starters in the women's class and 51 starters in the men's class. Most of the favorites and the leaders in the World Cup and world ranking are here, and we have in some minutes we'll have a quick look at the starting favorites and the routes for today's sprint distance. You can follow the live tracking, which will be live very soon, and we'll have a quick look at the favorites in a minute. We have 3 minutes to the start of the first starters in the men's class. We have the first starter after 2 minutes, and in the women's class the first starter is after 3 minutes. The favorites in the men's class start 8th round of the World Cup for the individual mountain bike orienteering World Cup, a sprint distance, and tomorrow will be the long distance, which will be the final round of the individual World Cup. The first men will start at 11:30 local time, and the first women will start at 11:31 local time. So we'll have every minute we'll have a starter, and the starting interval is 2 minutes between the men and the women classes. The favorites at 12:25 local time, we have the women's favorite, which should be Nicoline Splitorf from Denmark, who is the leader in the world ranking and the World Cup. And 16 minutes after her, at 12:41, we have Ruska Saarela from Finland, who is second-placed second-placed racer in the World Cup and the world ranking. And the last starter in the women's class is Gabriela Gustafsson from Sweden, who is the third classified woman in the World Cup and fifth in the world ranking. In the men's class, we have a notable miss in the second-placed runner and the biker in the World Cup, who is Mika Nurmi. The leader, World Cup leader, and the world ranking leader Wojciech Ludwig will start at roughly in hour and a half. And the other favorite is Krzysztof Bogar, who is second in the world ranking and third in the World Cup, who is starting 4 minutes after Wojciech Ludwig at 12:58. Mika Nurmi, as I said, is missing from today's race. He's second in the World Cup, but most probably he will lose this second position because the other racers after him, who are Krzysztof Bogar, Samuel Pokala, and Fabiano Bettega, are quite close. So in the two starts today and tomorrow, maybe they will be able to pass Mika Nurmi and leave him out of the top 3 in the World Cup for the year. We'll see today's sprint distance how it goes. Wojciech Ludwig is maybe is the favorite. He has won the last 2 World Cup rounds, and other guys who have wins this year are Jonas Maiselis, Fabiano Bettega, Samuel Pokala, and Krzysztof Bogar. All of them have 2 wins in the World Cup. One each. Each of them has 1 win for this year's World Cup. The only one who has won more than 1 start is Wojciech Ludwig, who won the last 2 starts. So let's have a quick look at today's route, as the first starters are already on the go. This is today's sprint distance. As you can see on the map, mostly as you can see on the map, the route is mainly in the village of Yagoda, and we have some controls which are out of the village in the local paths. There are some climbs around 6 and 7 and 8 control, which will be interesting to tackle. And then we have the return in the village, where the bikers can have a faster pace. The first control points are quite straightforward. Then we have from third to fourth we have the first climbs. It will be interesting to see what are the routes from 7 to 8, mostly one of the harder controls. As I said, the favorites in the women's class will start somewhere around 12:25. We have Nikulin Splitorf, the first of the big favorites and maybe the biggest favorite from Denmark. She has won 4 of the previous 7 starts in this year's World Cup, and the other athletes who have won from Czech Republic, who won one of the previous rounds, but she's not present here. And also we have Ruska Sarela, which is the other favorite, who won 2 of the previous starts in this year's World Cup. She's starting at 12:41 local time, so we have 1 hour to the start of the favorites in the women's class. The last of the favorites in the women's class. Maybe we'll know the finish time of Nikulin Splitorf as the last starters approach the start line. Let's have a quick look of the men's map. Also we have quite straightforward first 3 controls in the village. Then we have a little bit of climb to control number 4, which will be one of the harder controls. Then we have again return to the village part with controls number 5 and 6 and 7. Then we have one control which should be harder to have the correct route choice. We have one possible route choice through the village, and which is longer but maybe safer and faster. Then we have the route choice which goes through the meadows and the fields, which is harder to execute in slower paths. So this will be the main route choice leg of today's route. Then we have again return to the village with a little bit of downhill, and then we have the final part, which is on fast tracks here in the village. So this is today's sprint distance. The favorites in the men's class, as I said, will start around 1 o'clock local time. We have Wojciech Stransky at 12:50, who is 9th in the world rankings. The leader in the world rankings and the World Cup, Wojciech Ludwig, who is the big favorite from Czech Republic, he will start at 12:54. And Krzysztof Bogar, who is 2nd in the world rankings and 3rd in the World Cup, will start at 12:58. We have 5 of the top 7 in the world ranking, starting after one another. We have Wojciech Ludwig, then Andreas Waldman, who is 5th in the world rankings, 2nd in the world rankings, Krzysztof Bogar after him, then Samuel Pokala from Finland, who is 7th. They'll start one after another at 12:54 to 13:02, and it will be the most interesting part to follow. The second to last starter is Fabiano Bettega from Italy, who has won one of the starts previously in the World Cup this year, and he will be starting at 13:08. Second to last starter. He's 5th in the World Cup and 6th in the world ranking. You can already see the first starter, who is Mikhail Mala from Estonia, who is already at control number 5 and going down to control number 6. The second starter today is Mikhail Stoev from Bulgaria, who starts 2 minutes after him. The route choice control from 3 to 4th. Mikhail Mala has decided to ride on the right route choice, which should be the faster one. It will be interesting to see him going through control number 8 to 9, which will be the route choice that he will take. We have a little bit of time to go to there. On the first radio control, we have Matteo Montani leading with a time of 3 minutes and 14 seconds. Which is control number 3. In the women's class, at the first radio control, we have Teodora Tabakova, who is the 4th starter and one of the Bulgarian competitors, leading at the first radio control. Now we have Vitiene Puisite from Lithuania, who is a new leading time. She's the 3rd starter and she has a time of 3 minutes and 31 seconds to the first radio control. men's class. We have Mikel Mala already approaching control number 8. It will be interesting to see him take the route choice from 8 to 9 at the first radio control. The best time is still for Matteo Montani, who is already at control number 5, and soon we'll have him at control number 7 too. Number 8, which will be the start of the big route choice control from 8 to 9. Mikel Mala is the first starter, and he's already 14 minutes and 20 seconds, 29 seconds in the today's race. Here we have Mikel Mala at the start of the route choice control at control number 8. We will see if he goes right or left. If he goes right, he will take the route choice through the village, which is faster and easier to execute, but a lot longer through the harder route outside the village. He goes on the right, so he will go through the village, the easier and faster way, but a lot longer. We'll see if other racers take a different route choice to this control. Still at the first radio control, still is Matteo Montani from Italy is the leader. He's approaching control number 7, so he will be at the start of the route choice leg very soon. At the second radio control, we have two runners already passing, who are Mihail Stoev from Bulgaria, who is the second starter, and Mikel Mala from Estonia, who is the first starter. The second radio control is at control number 38, which is the long route choice leg. We have Petar Popunkyov from Bulgaria starting right now. Mikel Mala is on the right route choice to control number 9, and he's approaching closer to the control. We have Sergio Oliveras Ferrer, who took the left route choice. And right now we have the leader at the first radio control, who was Matteo Montani. He is leading at the second radio control too. And it's interesting to see what route choice he will take. He takes the right route choice through the village. For now, only Sergi Oliveras Ferrer has taken the left route choice. We'll see if Matteo Montani can catch up on Sergi Oliveras Ferrer on the route choice to control number 9. Their difference at control. Is a little bit more than 1 minute. So Matteo Montani took off from control number 8 1 minute and 10 seconds after Sergio Oliveras Ferrer, and we will see if he can catch up this time on this control alone, because the route choice through the village is very fast and very straightforward to execute, and left route choice is harder and harder to execute and on very slow paths. So it will be interesting to see what will be the difference between them at control number 9 according to the GPS devices. In the women's class, we have Vitene Puisite from Lithuania, who passes the second radio control in first place, which is control number 7. Then now we have to control number 8, which is the main route choice leg for the women. We'll see what happens after this. We're once again with the men's class. Matteo Traversi Montani is closing up on control number 9. Sergio Oliveras Ferrer also, who is the only one who took the left route choice for now. We will see at the control who comes first. Matteo Montani started the control 1 minute and 10 seconds after Sergio Oliveras, and looks like he will be first at the control. So this means that the right route choice is very much faster. If he can take whole 1 minute on this control alone, the right route choice should be the right one. Matteo Traversi Montani continues to lead at the first control, the first radio control, which is control number 3, and also at the second radio control, which is control number 8. Matteo Montani is already at the control number 9, so we have a confirmation that the right route choice is faster. Sergio Oliveras will come at the control 10 seconds after him, so this will be a loss of 1 minute and 20 seconds on this control alone, which means that the route choice on the right is longer but is faster to the control. Yeah. In the women's class, we have a new best time at second radio control for Chiara Mani from Italy, who is 1 minute and a half faster than Vitene Puisite from Lithuania, which is very good time for her. She's already 16 minutes in the race. And she's already at control number 8, so she took the right route choice to the 8 control, which is on the faster routes but a little bit longer. This will be a very good time for Chiara Magni. She has started at 11:39. And has already passed the Bulgarian Teodora Tabakova, who started 2 minutes before her. Vitene Puisite from Lithuania started 4 minutes before Chiara Mani, who will be the leader when she finishes, most probably. The Lithuanian biker Vitene Puisite maybe made a longer route choice to control number 9. See what will be the decision of Chiara Mani. She took the same route choice, and she's quite close to Vitene Puisite, who started 4 minutes before her. The difference between them, according to the GPS, is only 1 minute, so Chiara Mani will be leading with more than 3 minutes when she crosses the finish line in today's race.
Секунди до старта. Изуча. Вече друг също.
We already have the first finishers, and Mikhail Stoev is the first man to finish. He's with 25 minutes and 24 seconds at the finish line. Soon we'll have Matteo Traversi Montani, who is the leader at the 2 of the radio controls that we have. So we'll be waiting for him every second. Я дай финалната камера. Mikel Mala from Estonia already finished in second place with 28 minutes and 37 seconds, and we are waiting for the finish time of maybe the new leader, Matteo Traversi Montani. This was his finish, and we'll wait for him at have his official time.
Малко. 3 секунди. Ще ми пожелаем успех.
Now we have it. Matteo Traversi Montani from Italy is the new leader in the men's class with 23 minutes and 30 seconds, which is 1 minute and 54 seconds faster than the previous leader, who was Mikhail Stoev from Bulgaria. In the women's class, we'll be waiting for the best women in the first starting women. Vitene Puisite from Lithuania is having a good race, but Chiara Mani from Italy is already catched 4 minutes on her, so she will be the leader when she finishes. Maybe we'll have them in 1 minute at the finish line.
Разбира. Ще ми пожелаем на него успех. We're waiting for the finish of Chiara Mani. Vitene Puisite from Lithuania just finished with the second best time, 8 seconds after Lola Kole. And now we have Chiara at the finish. We'll wait for her official time, but this should be very much quicker than the other finishers before her, and this should be the new lead. "23 minutes and 55 seconds, the official time of Chiara Mani from Italy, and this is the new leading time of today's women's race, and she's already leading. She's still leading at control number 7, which is the first radio control. So a very good ride for Chiara Mani, and she will be in the lead for quite a long time. In the men's class, we still have Matteo Traversi Montani with a time of 23:30, who is leading. He's still leading at all the radio controls, so he will be leading the race for quite some time. As we said, the favorites in the men's class start at start at 12:50 local time. So we have 45 minutes to the best runners in the men's class, but in the women's class we have the favorites starting quite soon. Nicolin Splitor from Denmark will start at 12:25, which is after 20 minutes. We'll have the first of the women's favorites and biggest favorite, Nicolin Splitor from Denmark, who is leader in the World Cup and in the world ranking for this year. In the men's class, we have some new finishers and with good times. Daumantas Kiela from Lithuania is the new second placed runner with 37 seconds after the leader Matteo Montani, and Marek Hasman from Czech Republic is on the third spot for now with 39 seconds after the leader. A new best time at first radio control in the men's class for Antoine Lesquer from France, who started before 3 minutes, 3 minutes and 9 seconds. This is quite early in the race, only third control. It will be interesting to see him pass the 8 control, which is the second radio control and the start of the big route choice leg. We have Krzysztof Wroniak from Czech Republic, going from control number 8 to control number 9. Most of the men take the the right route choice through the village, which is faster. And as we saw from the comparison from Matteo Montani and Sergio Oliveras Ferrer, the difference is quite notable, and the right route choice is quite quicker. Anna Tkachuk from Poland is a racer to watch. She has passed the first radio control with second best time, and Silja Juhietanen from Finland has passed with third best time, the first radio control. So they will be the runners to the first riders to challenge the times of Chiaramani to the radio control and at the finish. The Finland racer is riding to control number 4, and Anna Tkachuk from Poland is already 9 minutes in the race. So after 3 minutes we have her time on the second radio control, and we'll see how it goes between her and Chiaramani, who is the leader at the finish line for now. And she's leading at second radio control with a big margin too. Jana Alemani from Switzerland with a new best time at the first radio control. She is the first racer with a better time than Chiaramani to the first radio control. In the men's class, The best time at the second radio control continues to be the time of Matteo Traversi Montani. We have Michele Traversi Montani approaching the second radio control. His first radio control was not that good. He had 30 seconds disadvantage to his brother. The best time for now at the first radio control is for Antoine Lesquer from France. He's riding to control number 5 already, so soon, maybe in 3 or 4 minutes, he will be at control number 8, and we will see what will be his route choice and what will be his time to the second radio control.
Няма го мислиш. Няма да скориш да получиш.
We have Michele Traversi Montani passing the second radio control. His time is slower. He is with the 12 best time, so we'll be watching for the Antoine Lesquer from France, who is already 10 minutes in the race, and he is already approaching control number 7. Then he will go to control number 8, and we will have his time at the second second radio control. We will see if he continues the lead to lead the race against Michele Traversi Montani. No, excuse me, not Michele, but Matteo Traversi Montani, who is the leader at the finish for now, the fourth starter today. After 15 minutes, after 13 minutes, we will have the leader in the World Cup and the world ranking, the Nicolin Splitor from Denmark, who is the favorite for today's sprint distance, winning the 4 of the 7 World Cup rounds for now. She will be starting at 12:25, so after 10 minutes, we will have her on the start. Antoine Lesquer from France he has only 1 minute to go to the second radio control if he wants to take the lead from Matteo Traversi Montani. He's quite close, as you know, at the GPS tracking have some luck, so he'll be at the control soon, and we'll have his time. Antoine Lesquier has already caught up a lot of time to the previous starter, who is Marco Pelov from Bulgaria. And we have Marco's time at the second radio control, which is 14:15, and now we have we wait for Antoine Lesquier at the second radio control. Jocelyn Laure from France just finished with a new second best time of 23 minutes and 47 seconds, which is 17 seconds slower. Antoine Lesquier passed the second radio control with the third best time of 12 minutes and 46 seconds. So he's 16 seconds slower than the time of Matteo. No, it's 7 seconds slower than the time of Matteo Traversi Montani. So it will be a fight to the finish between them. The second best time at this radio control is for Daumantas Kiel, Lithuania, who finished with 37 seconds in third place. So we have good finish part of the race for Matteo Traversi Montani, who built up more advantage to his rivals at the last part of the race. So we will see soon what will be the last part of the race for Antoine Lesquier. In the women's class, we are continuing to have best time at the finish for Chiara Mani, but a lot of racers have passed the second radio control with better times. Most notably, Marisa Costa from Portugal has passed the second radio control with a lead of almost 1 minute to Chiara Mani, and it will be very interesting to follow her race. Marisa Costa from Portugal, she should be already close to the final. She's riding from control number 9 to control number 10, then she has the downhill to 12 and 11 and 12, and will be at the finish line very soon. Her time right now is 20 minutes and 15 seconds. Second best time at the second radio control for Silja Juli-Hietanen from Finland, with only 7 seconds after Marisa Costa from Portugal. She's 14 minutes and 30 seconds in the race, so she will finish a little bit later than Marisa Costa. So the next runner who should be in the lead at the finish line in the women's class is Marisa Costa, and from Portugal, and she will be at the finish line very soon, 2 or 3 minutes. She's already at control number 10 and approaching control number 11. And we have only 7 minutes to the start of the favorite for today's women race, and the favorite for every women race, who is Nicolene Splitor from Denmark. She will start in 7 minutes, and she is the winner of 4 of the previous 7 races in the World Cup this year, and leader in the Women's World Cup. Ruska Saarela from Finland is second in the World Cup standings, but she will start later. And the difference between them is not very big, so there should be a fight for the first 2 places in the women's class in the World Cup. In the men's class, it looks like decided already, because the lead of Wojciech Ludwig in the men's World Cup is 103 points to the second place Mika Nurmi, who is missing and who is skipping these 2 races. So it won't be possible for him to close on the leader Wojciech Ludwig, and Krzysztof Bogar is 112 points after Wojciech Ludwig. So Wojciech Ludwig needs only 88 points for the 2 starts and usually takes 100 points from 1 star, so it should be quite easy for him to take the overall World Cup win. Still Chiaramani from Italy leading in the men's class, but we should have very soon at the finish line Marisa Costa from Portugal. Here is Marisa Costa at the finish line, and we'll wait for her official time, but unofficially she will take the first place with 40 seconds. We have her official time, and this is 40 seconds, new first place runner at the finish, who is Marisa Costa from Portugal. Почна да говоря и на другия микрофон. Виждали се чува 2 пъти в стрима. Се чува да става тъпо да го спи. So we have a new best runner, new best rider in the women's class. Marisa Costa from Portugal, now leading in the women's class with 40 seconds advantage to Chiaramani, new leader in the women's class with a time of 23 minutes and 15 seconds. In the men's class, we have Matteo Traversi Montani still leading in the men's sprint distance today. Second place for Jocelyn Laure from France with 17 seconds after the leader, and 37 seconds after the leader we have Dalmanta Schiela. So we have the 4th starter today still leading in the men's group. The next racer who has a chance to go in the top 3, maybe even number 1, is Antoine Lesquier from France, who was leading in the first radio control and was third at the second radio control, only 7 seconds after the leader, Matteo Traversi Montani. So we'll soon wait for his finish time. In the women's class, we still don't have anybody close to the time of Marisa Costa at the second radio control, besides Silja Julihietanen from Finland, who was 7 seconds slower than Marisa Costa at the second radio control. Now we have the finish of Polish competitor Anna Tkachuk from Poland, who is the new second best time at the finish. She has caught some time on Chiaramani in the last part of the race, and she is now second with 33 seconds after Marisa Costa from Portugal. So new second best time for Anna Tkachuk from Poland. At the finish, we are waiting for Silja Julihietanen from Finland, who was 7 seconds slower at the second radio control than Marisa Costa from Portugal. And it will be very close.
Ho tipo a tirare no.
Celia Yuli is approaching the last controls, as we can see on the GPS trackings, and she should be at the finish very soon. Her time right now is 22 minutes, so she has 1 minute and 15 seconds to finish if she wants to take the lead. She was only 7 seconds slower than Marisa Costa at the last radio control, but my look at the GPS devices, GPS tracking shows that maybe she will take the lead. Here she is at the finish. We have Celia Yuli at the finish line, and she should take the lead with a little bit more than 20 seconds. New best time at the finish in the women's class. We are waiting for the official result. Yes, this is 22 minutes and 36 seconds. A new best time at the finish. A very good last part of the race for Celia Yuli from Finland, who was 7 seconds slower at the last radio control, and now she took the lead at the finish line with 39 seconds. Very good last part for the Finnish athlete. Now we have Nicolin Splitov from Denmark. She just started. She is the leader in the world ranking and in the World Cup. So we have the big leader in the women's, the big favorite in the women's class already started. And after 20 minutes, the favorites in the men's start will also be on the starting line. In the men's class, we have Stanimir Belmajev from Bulgaria, maybe the best Bulgarian mountain bike orienteer, who is double ski orienteering world champion, passing control number 3, which is the first radio control, with a 4th best time, so a good start for him. At the finish line, we have a new leader, but it's a joint leader. Antoine Lesquer from France just finished, and his time is 23 minutes and 30 seconds, which is exactly the time of Matteo Traversi Montani from Italy, who was leading the race from the start. He was only the 4th starter, so we have 2 leaders in the men's class. In the women's class, we have 39 seconds between the first 2, and in the men's class, we have 2 men with the same time in the finish for now. But we have the big favorites starting after 20 minutes, starting from 12:50 with the 9th placed racer in the world ranking, who is Wojciech Stransky, and after 4 minutes after him we have the leader in the World Cup and world rankings, Wojciech Ludwig. Then we have a group of English today. Stanimir Belmajev from Bulgaria is at control number 6, so he will be very soon at control number 8. In the men's GPS tracking, we see that almost nobody is taking the left route choice to control number 9, which is much slower than the right route choice through the village. So everybody is basically riding through the village in the faster route choice. Nikolin Splitor from Denmark already passed the first radio control, which is very close to the start, and it's not very good for making some calculations, but she's third best at the first radio control. So basically, good start for her. Only 3 seconds after the best time. Ruska Sareva, the other big favorite in the women's class, is starting at 12:41, and the third placed in the World Cup, Gabriela Gustafsson, is the last starter in the women's race at 12:45 local time, which is after 14 minutes. So in 40 minutes we'll have the women's race decided. At the finish we still have first place. We have first place for Silja Yuli-Hietanen from Finland, who is continuing to lead with good advantage of 39 seconds to Marisa Costa, which he won at the final parts of the competition, and route choice leg from 7 to 8 in the women's class. Matteo Traversi Montani, who is one of the two leaders at the finish, is continuing to lead to have the best time at the second radio control, and he is a joint leader with Antoine Lesquer from France, but Antoine Lesquer was 7 seconds slower at the second radio control. So we still have nobody beating the time of Matteo Traversi Montani at the second radio control from the 20 riders who started after him. So very good run, very good ride for Matteo Traversi Montani from Italy. Once again to mention that we have a notable miss from the leaders in the men's class, who is Mika Nurmi, second placed in the World Cup. He will not be riding today, and he will probably go out of the top 3 in the overall World Cup standings. We have Wojciech Ludwig leading with 446 points. Second place for now for Mika Nurmi with 343, and third place for Christoph Bogar with 334. And the favorites to go in the top 3 on the place of Mika Nurmi are Samuel Pokala from Finland, Fabiano Bettega from Italy, and Jonas Maiselis from Lithuania. Everybody of them, of course, starting today. Samuel Pokala at 13:00, 2 minutes after Christoph Bogar. Fabiana Bettega starting at 13:08, last of the favorites, and Jonas Maiselis from Lithuania 2 minutes before him. Stanimir Belmajev from Bulgaria passed the second radio control with a 9th best time. Now he will go on the route choice leg. Ildar Mikhev from Bulgaria, he has picked up the wrong route choice to control number 9. Stanimir Belmajev took the right route choice through the village, which should be a lot faster. Still nobody going closer to Matteo Montani in the second radio control. Nikolin Splitorf, the leader in the world ranking and in the World Cup for the women, is already 10 minutes and 46 seconds in the race. We're waiting for her to pass the second radio control on control number 7 to see what will be her time compared to the leader, Marisa Costa there, and the leader at the finish, Silja Yuli-Hietanen. Silja Yuli-Hietanen was 7 seconds slower at this part of the race after Marisa Costa from Portugal, but succeeded in passing her to the last part of the race. Nikolin Splitorf have 1 more minute to pass this 7th control if she wants to take the lead. She was quite close at the first radio control, but this is in the start of today's race. Here is the time at the second radio control for Nikolin Splitorf, and it is new best time. As expected, the favorite delivers. She is 20 seconds faster than Marisa Costa at this part of the route. Unfortunately, we don't have her in the GPS tracking, so we'll follow her in the live results. But good first half of the race for Nikolin Splitorf. Her GPS just showed up and is catching up on the GPS tracking, so soon we will see her going from control number 7 to control number 8 in the GPS tracking. But she is leading with 20 seconds to Marisa Costa, and just to remind you, Marisa Costa didn't have a very good last part of the route. She was overtaken from Silja Yuli-Hietanen in the last part. Silja was 7 seconds slower at second radio control, and she was leading with 39 seconds at the finish. So Marisa Costa was 46 seconds slower than Silja Yuli-Hietanen from Finland in the last part. So Nikolin Splitorf leading at control number 7. She's already racing to control number 8. In the men's class, we are still waiting for somebody to challenge the time of Matteo Traversi Montani at the second radio control. Still nobody has beaten his time there, but it's a bit close. We have João Ferreira from Portugal passing with 25 seconds slower than Matteo Traversi Montani. Antoine Lesquier was faster at the last part of the route with 7 seconds. He caught up 7 seconds on Matteo Traversi Montani, and they're with the same time at the finish. They are continuing to lead today's race in the sprint distance, penultimate World Cup race for this year. Come to the finish. She already passed control number 7, which is the second radio control, with 20 seconds lead. In the men's race, Augustin Leclerc passed the second radio control with 7 best times, only 16 seconds after Matteo Traversi Montani. We know that somebody can take out some time from him in the last part of the route, as Antoine Lesquier did. Soon we should have Stanimir Belomojev at the finish. We have new good times at the second radio control in the women's class, and one new good time at the finish. New second place time for Lucy Nedomlelova from Czech Republic. She is 25 seconds slower than Celia Yulihietanin, but we have another good times at the second radio control. The new best time, as we said, is for Nicolin Splitorf, but we have Aurora Pecorali from Italy in second place at the second radio control, 7 seconds after Nicolin Splitorf, and Cecile Christoffersen from Denmark, 34 seconds after her compatriot. So we have new good times at the second radio control in the women's class. Iris Aurora Pecorari has started 2 minutes after Nicolin Splitorf, and Cecilia Christoffersen 2 minutes after the Italian. Also new fourth best time for Marika Hara from Finland at the second radio control. The next starter 2 minutes after Cecilia Christoffersen, so we have four best times in the women's class at the second radio control. At last, somebody beat the time of Matteo Montani at the second radio control in the men's class, and this is Tomi Nikanen from Finland. He passed the second radio control with a lead of 16 seconds to the time of Matteo Montani. So a new best time at second radio control from Tomi Nikanen. He's riding the faster route choice to control number 8, so good route choice for him. Stanimir Belomojev from Bulgaria, the double ski orienteering world champion, is approaching the finish. His time is already 24 minutes and 15 seconds, 50. So he will not be able to be in the first 6 when he finishes. Here he is, Stanimir Belomojev at the finish. We'll wait for his official time. In the women's class, Ruska Saareva passed the first radio control with 16 seconds disadvantage. Maybe a little bit of hesitation or bad route choice in the start for her. 16 seconds leaders at the first radio control. So not a very good start for her, but we'll see if she can catch up sometime at the second part. In the men's class, the second radio control, Luca Dallavelle from Italy passing with the second best time, 14 seconds after the rider from Finland, Tommy Nikarin, who is leading there. Luca Dallavelle started 2 minutes after him. In 4 minutes we'll have Wojciech Stransky from Czech Republic, then Ignas Ambrazas, and this should be the start of the favorites in the men's class. In the women's class, we just had the favorite finishing, Nikulin Splitorf, with a new best time of 21 minutes and 21 seconds. A new best time for her in the finish. 54 seconds before Constance Devilliers from France, who started 2 minutes before her and led it for a little bit of time, but now we have 2 new best times at the finish. Nikulin Splitorf leading from Denmark, the big favorite, leader in the World Cup and the world ranking, finishing with 21 minutes and 21 seconds. Second place for Constance Devilliers from France with 22:15, 54 seconds after the leader. And Silja Juli-Hietanen from Finland in third place. The next riders we should watch, the second best time at the radio control, at the second radio control, is for Iris Aurora Pecorari from Italy, who started 2 minutes after Nikulin Splitorf. She was only 7 seconds after Nikulin at second radio control. We are waiting for the finish of Iris Aurora Pecorari from Italy, who was second at the last radio control. She cannot beat the time of Nikulin Splitorf already, but if she finishes right now, she can come into second place, which is occupied from Constance Devilliers right now. Then we have to wait for Cecile Christofferson with 9th best place at the second radio control, and the next starter, Marika Hara, which also was had very good time at the second radio control. Camilla Sjogard from Denmark, also with very good time at second radio control, only 9 seconds after the leader. Here is Iris Aurora Pecorari at the finish. We'll see her official time. But it will not be good for a podium today. 4th place for now for her with 1 minute 27 seconds. She didn't have a very good last part of the competition. She was only 7 seconds after Nicolin Splitorf at the second radio control, but 1 minute and 27 seconds at the finish. So 1 minute and 17 lost to the leader at the last part of the race. The next competitors to see at the finish in the women's class: Cecile Christoffersen, Marika Karak, Mila Sjogard. We also will be waiting for the time at the second radio control for the second place racer in the World Cup, Ruska Saeva. 10 minutes, 25 seconds her time right now, so she has 1 minute to pass the second radio control. So in the women's class we have Nicolin Splitorf from Denmark leading, Constance de Villiers from France in second place, 54 seconds adrift. And third place for now is for Silja Yuli-Hietanen. Here is Cecile Christoffersen. Maybe she has a chance to take the fourth place right now. In the men's class we have Tommi Nikkanen, who was with the best time at control number 8. We're waiting for him at the finish. Should be very close right now. He has 50 seconds to finish if he wants to take the lead from the two placed riders in first place, who are Antoine Lesquer and Matteo Montani, with joint first place for now with 23 minutes and 30 seconds. The official time of Cecile Christoffersen from Denmark, 1 minute and 28 seconds after the leaders. Augustin Leclerc from France just finished with new third best time, 13 seconds behind the leaders. This should be Tommi Nikkanen. Yes, and he's the new leader at the finish with 19 seconds before the likes of Antoine Lesquer and Matteo Montani. After 1 hour, Matteo Montani lost his lead. He was leading most of the race today. The fourth starter, again with the joint time with Antoine Lesquer, but now we have Tommi Nikkanen passing them with 19 seconds. And the new best time at second radio control, 9 seconds faster than Tommi Nikkanen, is Noah Rieder from Switzerland. But we have the big favorite starting very soon.
2, 1, okay.
The leader in the World Cup and the world ranking just started. This is Wojciech Ludwig from Czech Republic. After him we have Andreas Waldmann from Austria, 5th in the world ranking. Then we have Christoph Boger from Czech Republic, 2nd in the world ranking and 3rd in the World Cup. Then we have Samuel Pokala, 4th place in the World Cup and one of the favorites to go in the top 3. Before the missing Nimika Nurmi. And then we have Jan Hasek, 4th in the world ranking, also one of the good riders today. So in the men's class we have Tommi Nikkanen from Finland leading, Antoine Lesquer and Matteo Montani on 2nd place. In the men's class we have Nicolin Splitorf leading, 2nd place for Constance de Villiers and 3rd for Silja Yuli-Hietanen. Now we have Camila Sjogard at the finish. to see if she can go in second place at the expense of Constant de Villiers from France. Yes, second place for Camilla Søgaard, so we have 1 and 2 for Denmark in the sprint distance today for now. Camilla Søgaard with 41 seconds behind Nicolin Splitorf. In the men's class, we have Luca Dalaver from Italy, just finished with 8 seconds after the leader, Tommy Nikkanen. He has caught up some time, but not enough. He was 14 seconds behind Tommy Nikkanen, now he's 8 seconds. New second best times in the men's class, and on third place we have the two riders, Antoine Lesquer and Matteo Traversi Montani. Jussi Laurila from Finland, also with a good ride. He's 18 seconds behind Noah Reader in the second radio control. Jussi Laurila from Finland with third best time at the second radio control. He has 5 minutes to finish if he wants to be in the mix in the first places. Now it's 12:56 and Andreas Waldmann from Austria is starting. Then we have Christoph Bogar, one of the favorites in the men's class. Wojciech Ludwig already 3 minutes into his race. We'll wait for him to pass through the radio control every second now. Ignas Ambraza started before him. The time of Ignas Ambrazas to the first radio control is 3 minutes and 17 seconds. Wojciech Ludwig passed with a 9th best time of 3 minutes and 16 seconds. You know that this is the start of the route, and after 3 quite straightforward and fast legs in the city. So we'll wait for the second radio control to see how is Wojciech Ludwig going in today's sprint distance, the leader in the World Cup. We have a new second place runner in the finish, Teemu Kaksonen from Finland. He was 13 seconds after Tommi Nikkanen in the second radio control, but now only 3 seconds at the finish. So we see that Tommi Nikkanen maybe made some mistakes or route choice mistakes at the finish because Teemu Kaksonen and Luca Dovele took up some time from him after the second radio control, but at the end Tommi Nikkanen is continuing to lead today's race with 3 seconds advantage to Teemu Kaksonen and Luca Della from Italy at third place with 8 seconds after the leader, Tommi Nikkanen. Teemu Kaksonen from Finland is leading the first radio control. Christoph Bogar from Czech Republic already started. He's third in the World Cup and second in the world standings for the world ranking. So one of the favorites. Should be passing the first radio control very soon. The next rider who we are expecting at the second radio control is Wojciech Stransky, already 10 minutes in the race. Samuel Pokala from Finland already started. So Wojciech Stransky, then we have all the favorites in the men's class: Ignas Ambrazas, Wojciech Ludwig, Andreas Waldmann, Christoph Bogar, Samuel Pokala, Jan Hašek, and Fabiano Betega, who has 8 minutes to start. Ruska Sarela passed the second radio control with fourth best time of 11 seconds after the leading time of Nikolin Splitorf. So it's very close until this part of the race. Ruska Sarela is in with a chance to fight for the first place. We have her only 11 seconds after Nikolin Splitorf, but Nikolin Splitorf had a very good last part of the race. She was only 7 seconds before Iris Aurora Pecorari from Italy at the second radio control, but she gained a lot of time on all other competitors. Camila Sjögard lost 32 seconds to Nikolin Splitorf at the last part. Constance de Villiers, the other top 3 rider right now, lost 23 seconds to Nikolin Splitorf. So if this trend continues, Ruska Sarela will be fighting with Camila Sjögard for second place, but we'll see. Ruska Sarela, very close to the last controls. Maybe in 1 minute we'll have her at the finish, and then we'll wait for Gabriel Gustafsson, the last starter in the women's race. Gabriel Gustafsson, third in the World Cup, just passed the last radio control with 31 seconds behind the time of Nikolin Splitorf. So it will be very hard for her to fight for the win today. Maybe second or third place is possible if she has a very good last part of the race. The time of Ruska Sarela already behind the time of Nikolin Splitorf. She has some seconds to finish if she wants to fight for the second place with Camila Sjögard. This should be Ruska Sarela, and it's very close. Maybe 1 or 2 seconds between Camila Sjögard and Ruska Sarela. We'll wait for the official time of Ruska, or 2 seconds will be the difference for the second place with Camila Sjögard. And we have 4 seconds advantage in the second place for Ruska Sarela. Second place for Ruska Sarela, 37 seconds after the time of Nikolin Splitorf, and only 4 seconds before the third place racer today, Camila Sjögard from Denmark. The last starter, Gabriel Gustafsson from Sweden, is 31 seconds behind them at the second radio control, so maybe it won't be possible for her to fight for the win. Maybe top 3 or top 4, we'll see. In the men's race, we just had No Rieder finishing. No Rieder, who was leading at he was leading at the second radio control. He was leading with 9 seconds, Tommi Nikkanen, but the last part for Tommi Nikkanen was better. And maybe No Rieder made some mistakes at the last part because he's 7 seconds behind. The other racers like Teemu Kaksonen caught up some time on Tommi Nikkanen, but No Rieder lost some time. So for now, third place for No Rieder, 7 seconds behind the leader, Tommi Nikkanen. Second place for Teemu Kaksonen from Finland. New leading time at the second radio control for Ignas Ambrazas from Lithuania. And we have the big favorite starting after him, Wojciech Ludwig. Wojciech Ludwig should be passing the second radio control soon. The new best time at second radio control for Ignas and Brothers, 11 minutes and 59 seconds, which is 15 seconds faster than Noah Reader, who is third at the finish, and 24 seconds faster than the leader Dominik Konen. As you know, some racers caught up 10 seconds and 12 seconds on the time of Dominik Konen, so if Ignas and Brothers continues his good race, he can be leading at the finish with 30 seconds. But we'll see. Now we wait for Wojciech Ludwig, who is already very close to the control, to see what his time will be, to be very close with the time of Ignas and Brothers at the second radio control, maybe a little bit slower. He's turning back from control number 8. Most of the riders continue without turning back, but he's already taking the good route choice on the right, which is the fastest one. Here is his time, the time of Wojciech Ludwig at second radio control, 12 minutes and 12 seconds, which is 13 seconds slower than Ignas and Brothers, who started 2 minutes before him. And very good ride for Ignas and Brothers for now, leading Wojciech Ludwig with 13 seconds. Andreas Waldmann is the next favorite who will be waiting for. In the women's race, we are waiting for the last starter to finish, which is Gabriela Gustafsson. She already has passed the time in which she can fight for the top 3 places. So the top 3 in the women's World Cup sprint distance today stays the same. Here is Gabriela Gustafsson at the finish. We wait for her official time. But the top 3 stays the same. Nicolin Splitter from Denmark win for the World Cup for her. 37 seconds behind her for second place, Ruska Saareva from Finland. And third place for Camilla Sjogard from Denmark with 22 minutes and 2 seconds, 41 seconds behind the winner, Nicolin Splitter from Denmark. Gabriela Gustafsson, the last starter, and third place in the World Cup, is on 7th place, joint 7th place with Cecile Christoffersen from Denmark, 1 minute and 28 seconds behind. In the fight for the overall World Cup, we have Nicolin Splitter and Ruska Saareva, who will surely be the top 2 in the World Cup. Their lead is more than 100 points to the next racers, so they will be the top 2, Ruska Saareva and Nicolin Splitter in first place. Tomorrow's long distance should decide who will be the overall winner, but they will be 1 and 2 in the World Cup. Camilla Sjogard today is third, so Gabriela Gustafsson 7th, so there will be changes in the top 3. Camilla Sjogard will pass Gabriela Gustafsson.
Замена.
So now we'll be concentrating on the men's class alone, as we have everybody finishing in the women's class. And in the men's class we have two new finishers at the finish with new best times. Paul Debray from France is the new leader with a time of 22 minutes and 36 seconds. Second place for Bartosz Niebelski with 22 minutes and 54 seconds. And a new third place runner with Ricardo Rosetto with 23 minutes and 9 seconds. Now we have Tomi Nikkanen out of the top 3 with 35 seconds after the leaders. New best time at second radio control for Andreas Waldmann with 11 minutes and 36 seconds. This is very fast. Christoph Boger is 8 seconds after him with 11:44, and we have 11:59 for Ignas Ambraza, so 23 seconds advantage for Andreas Waldmann at the second radio control. New second best time, Samuel Pokala from Finland, 11:40. It will be hard for Wojciech Ludwig to fight today for the win, because he's 36 seconds behind the leading time of Andreas Waldmann, who started after him. We see Christoph Boger and Samuel Pokala taking the left route choice, which will be, we think, is the slower route choice. Andreas Waldmann is quite close to Wojciech Ludwig. Maybe he has caught up already more than a minute. So Andreas Waldmann is having a very good race. Christoph Boger and Samuel Pokala are taking the left route choice, a variation of the left route choice. We'll see how it works for them. Christoph Boger started 2 minutes behind Andreas Waldmann. And looks like this route choice is not very good for him. He is already 30 seconds after the tail of Andreas Waldmann. Christoph Boger with the left route choice. Samuel Pokala also taking the left route choice. He's with the second place and the second radio control. Christoph Boger with the third, and the best time for second radio control was for Andreas Waldmann. Ignas Ambrazas should be very close to the finish already. His time for now is 22 minutes and 6 seconds, so if he wants to take the lead, he should finish in the next 20 seconds. This is Ignas Ambrazas and the finish line with maybe a new best time. He had a lead of 15 seconds at the second radio control above the leader Paul Debray from France. You'll see if it's enough for him to come in the first place. Yes, it's enough. 15 seconds, 1 second more, and Ignas Ambrazas is the leader, the new leader in the men's class. He's placed at the second radio control. For now is fourth, but we know that Christoph Boger and Samuel Pokala took the slower route choice on the left. Christoph Boger has lost a lot of time on the left route choice. Samuel Pokala is still fighting with the slower paths on the left. I think he will lose even more time
then Christoph Bogar. So they should be out of the mix for today's distance. A new best time at the second radio control for Hannes Klinika. And we have Wojciech Ludwig at the finish. We're waiting for his official time, but it should be better. Yes, he is leading now with 22 seconds, better than the time of Ignas Ambrazas. Wojciech Ludwig was 6th at the second radio control with 38 seconds, but he has succeeded in being faster at the last part, and he has won 13 plus 22, 37 seconds, 35 seconds against Ignas Ambrazas. And after he was 13 seconds after him at the second radio control, now he is 22 seconds faster. So very good last part of the race for Wojciech Ludwig, the leader of the Men's World Cup and the world ranking. Christoph Bogar is second in the world ranking. He was very good at the second radio control with 28 seconds lead over Wojciech Ludwig, but not a good route choice for him. Now we have one of the best riders in today's race at the finish, Andreas Waldmann. Should be a new best time for him. He was second in the second radio control. Yes, we will have a new leader, and this is Andreas Waldmann from Austria. This will be surely a top 3 for him. Andreas Waldmann with 34 seconds faster than Wojciech Ludwig. He was 36 seconds before Wojciech Ludwig in the first second radio control. Now he's 34 seconds faster at the finish, so roughly the same last part for them. Only 2 seconds faster for Wojciech Ludwig, but he was slower in the first part. So now we have 34 seconds lead for Andreas Waldmann, and we are waiting for Christoph Bogar, who should be the next racer to finish, but he will be very late after his route choice for the 9th control. The next rider who has a chance will be not Samuel Pokala, who also made the wrong route choice for control. He's riding with almost the same time of Christoph Bogar, but he's very late. We have Hannes Klinika riding the correct route choice, the right route choice to control number 9, and he was leader at control number 8. So I see him as the main contender to fight with Andreas Waldmann for the first place. Fabiano Bettega is very close to control number 8, last of the favorites to start. Fabiano Bettega, previous second to last starter, 5th in the World Cup, 6th in the world ranking. Just passed the second radio control on 5th place, very good ride for him. Also 20 seconds after Hannes Klinika and 18 seconds after Andreas Waldmann, who is leading at the finish. So maybe Hannes Klinika and Fabiano Bettega will be the main contenders for the top 3, who can push Wojciech Ludwig out of the top 3. Samuel Pokala and Christoph Bogar were very good at the first part of the race, but then take the very slow route choice. Please, everybody who has finished, to return his GPS devices. everybody who already finished to return their GPS devices. This is the finish of Christoph Bogar, fifth place for him. 1 minute 25 seconds. He lost a lot of time on this route choice to control number 9, going through the left and the middle. The fastest route choice obviously is one on the right through the village, and he lost his race there. He was very good there. He was 8 seconds after the leader Anders Waldman, and now he is 1 minute and 25 seconds. Samuel Pokala is the next starter. He was also very good to control number 8, but also took the wrong left route choice for control number 9, and we'll be waiting for him in 2 minutes to the finish, but he will not be in contention. Maybe he can fight for 5th or 6th place with Krzysztof Bogar and Bartosz Niewielski. Hannes Klinika and Fabiano Bettega can fight for the win today. Fabiano Bettega took a very alternative route choice to control number 9. Maybe the first for the favorites to take this route choice, not going on the paved roads in the village, but choosing to climb a bit, then have some flat, then climb a bit more. It will be interesting to see how this works for him. He has caught up some time on Jonas Maiselis. Now we will check what is the time. Maybe something like 20 seconds between them, as it was in the control. Fabiano Bettega was 20 seconds slower than Hannes Klinika, so maybe it stays the same. Approaching control number 9 for Fabiano Bettega, second to last starter and last of the favorites to start today. Hannes Klinika already at control number 11 and approaching the last part of the race. At the finish we have Andreas Waldman leading. It will be very close between Andreas Waldman and Hannes Klinika. The last starter, Armel Bertrand from France, has passed the second radio control with 7th best time, 37 seconds behind the leader, who is Hannes Knilika from Austria. He is already very close to the finish. The time of Hannes is already 21 minutes and 6 seconds, so he has only 15 seconds to finish if he wants to take the lead. Looks like that he is late and he will not be taking the lead from Andreas Waldman. So as I see it, Andreas Waldman will continue to lead and maybe he will be the winner in today's sprint distance. This was the finish of Hannes Knilika, and it will be good enough for second place for him. So we will have 1 and 2 for Austria. Andreas Waldman leading today's sprint. And yes, we have confirmed second place for Hannes Knilika. He had a 2-second advantage to Andreas Waldman at control number 8, but lost it to the finish. And now we have two Austrians with 19 seconds behind Andreas Waldman, and Wojciech Ludwig is pushed to the third place. So now we will see if it's possible for Fabiano Bettega to fight with Wojciech Ludwig. He has started 4 minutes after Hannes Nilika. And it looks like he is more than 20 seconds behind. Maybe this route choice from control number 9 to control number 10 was not very good for Fabiano Bettega. And maybe he will not be able to fight for the first 3 places. For now we have Andreas Waldman leading, Hannes Nilika 19 seconds behind, and Wojciech Ludwig 34 seconds behind. Yes, surely Fabiano Bettega is more than 20 seconds after Hannes Nilika. This means that he will not be able to fight for the third place with Wojciech Ludwig, who is 15 seconds behind Hannes Nilika. So my reckoning is Fabiano Bettega will be in 4th or 5th place, maybe a little bit less than 1 minute behind the leaders. In 4th place for now we have Ignas Ambrazas at 56 seconds, and 5th place for Paul Debray from France. Maybe this is where Fabiano Bettega can finish, so we can most surely say that the top 3 in the men will be 2 Austrians in the first place and the World Cup leader in the third place. Andreas Waldman from Austria winning with 21 minutes and 25 seconds. Second place for Hannes Nilika with 19 seconds behind him, also from Austria, and most probably third place for Wojciech Ludwig. Fabiano Bettega already at control number 12, but he has only 1 minute to finish if he wants to take the third place from Wojciech Ludwig. Jonas Maiselis just finished. We'll wait for his official time, but maybe somewhere in the top 10. Tenth place for Jonas Maiselis from Lithuania, but he will be pushed out of the top 10. He was very good to control number 7, but he has lost a lot of time at the last part of the race. He was 6th place with 21 seconds behind the leader, Hannes Nilika there. Fabiano Bettega is close to the finish, but still not at the finish. Yeah, here he is. I think it will be very close between him and Ignas Ambrazas for the 4th place, but he won't be in the mix for the top 3. And we have only the last starter to finish, Armel Bertrand. Who will not be in the mix for the first 6 places. Yes, we have Fabiano Bettega 1 second behind 4th place Ignas Ambrazas, so new 5th place for Fabiano Bettega, who is 5th in the World Cup, 5th in today's sprint distance also. 1 second behind the 4th place Ignas Ambrazas, So we can officially say that Andreas Waldmann is the winner in the men's race, Hannes Knilika from Austria is second, and Wojciech Ludwig from Czech Republic is third. The World Cup leader, one more good race for him, and he was a lot faster than Krzysztof Bogar and Samuel Pokala today, who was his next contenders for the World Cup win, because Mika Nurmi is missing. Mika Nurmi with only 7 points advantage before Krzysztof Bogar and Samuel Pokala. No, Samuel Pokala is 53 points after Mika Nurmi, but he will surely pass him. If not today, yes, tomorrow. Samuel Pokala is 10th today. Only Arnaud Bertrand can pass him, and he can become 11th. Arnaud Bertrand, 37 slower at the second radio control. He's close to the finish already, and he will be finishing every second. Here he is. This will be maybe 7th place for Arnaud Bertrand. 5 or 6 seconds slower than his compatriot. Paul Debray from France, 4 seconds after him is Arnaud Bertrand from France on 7th place, the last starter today. And in the women's class, once again, top 6, Nicolin Splitorf, Denmark, the World Cup leader and the world ranking leader, first place today with 37 seconds faster than Ruska Saareva. Camila Sjögard on 41 seconds in third place, Constance de Villiers from France in fourth place, fifth place for Silja Yuli-Hietanen from Finland, and sixth place for Iris Aurora Pecorari from Italy. Gabriela Gustafsson, who is third in the World Cup, is on 7th place. So we will have Camila Sjögard most probably passing Gabriela Gustafsson, and Camila Sjögard will be the new third placed competitor in the World Cup, if my calculations are right. Or it will be very close between them and it will be decided tomorrow. But I think Camila Sjögard will be the new third woman in the overall World Cup. So everybody has already finished in today's sprint distance. The team leaders have 15 minutes for filing complaints if somebody wants to have a complaint. And then we'll have the official results and the flower ceremony after 15 minutes. Те не ги виждам, те избяха някъде австрийците.
Ето ги бе, какво ти шети? Искаш ли ги гледаш? Ето ги. Виж как си, перфектно.
So we are here at the commentators' place with the winner today, Andreas Waldmann from Austria. Congratulations and very good race for you today. Explain us something about today's race and congratulations once again.
Well, it was a really nice course. I liked it a lot, and it was challenging physically and technically because the corners you could have ride really fast. Still, I had to take care because they were a little slippery, sandy, and you always needed to be in front because the race was quite fast. I don't know what the average speed was, but yeah, I guess it was pretty high.
You were very good. You were very good At the most of the race, did you hesitate on the control point from 8 to 9, where some of the best competitors lost a lot of time picking the left route choice?
Well, as sort of route choice, I actually right from the start, there I hesitated a little if I should go from left or right, but then I saw that if I go right, it's the easier path, and yeah, just a straight uphill. And even when you go from left, you can't go to the control directly. So for me, after let's say the second or maybe even third look, it was clear that I would go right. And then just on the right side, I decided if I do a little shortcut over the meadow, which is shorter but the less asphalt. And I decided for the right one because it was really easy. There was an attack point with the big tree, which I had passed beforehand, I think, to the 7th control. And so it was just pushing under the tree, pushing uphill, and then taking the right junction to the contour.
Yeah, it was the right decision because a lot of racers lost more than 1 minute there, so it was very good for you. Did you like the terrain? Are you ready for tomorrow's long distance, or you prefer the sprint?
I liked the terrain a lot. It was a sprint that suits me, but after all, in general, my preferred distance is a long distance, so I really look forward to it, and I have good memories. At 2022 at the World Cup, I was in second position on long distance, and last year the World Champs as well, so I hope for something similar tomorrow.
Okay, we wish you good luck. This was today's winner, Andreas Waldmann from Austria, who won today's sprint distance, the penultimate race of the World Cup this year. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations to Andreas Waldmann, the winner of today's sprint distance in the men's category. Now we have Hannes Hnilika, who is second in today's race and winner in the under 23 category. Congratulations, Hannes, second place for you. Only 19 seconds behind the winner. How was your race day?
My race was pretty good. One big mistake, unfortunately. To 9th control, I lost about half a minute. But the rest was perfect. I love this kind of race, physical-wise. And at the start I saw it's not too difficult, so I was going all in at the start, risking everything and pushing my limits. And it seems like it worked quite good.
Yeah, you were leading at the second radio control with 2 seconds before Andres, who finally won. What was the mistake you made on the route choice leg from 8 to 9?
I took the right route choice actually, but at the top of the mountain there was the path into the 9th checkpoint and I missed it. So I took the second one. It was like 5 extra climbing meters, some extra meters. And yeah, on the sprint it's too much. But U23 gold, so I can be really happy. 2 times podium today in my first elite year. So yeah, tomorrow again another chance. And physically I'm feeling perfect. The military, the Austrian military is preparing me perfect, giving me all the support I need. And I enjoy the work with them. They always motivate me, they always are behind me, pushing me to the limits, and I really love it like this.
Super, thank you very much. Are you ready for tomorrow's long distance?
Definitely. Now some food and getting some massage, and I will be fine for tomorrow, I'm sure. I hope it's not too hot, but physically will be fine.
Super, thank you. This was today's second place runner in the World Cup and winner in the U23 category, Hannes Hnilika from Austria. Second place after his compatriot Andreas Wildman. Thank you very much. Good luck tomorrow in the long distance. And U23 again.
Ако ще да го нося на цветната церемония.
So now we're here with Ruska Saarela from Finland, second place for her. She's second in the world ranking and also in the World Cup, and second place for her in today's sprint distance. Congratulations, Ruska. Tell us more about today's race in the sprint distance.
Thank you. I felt a bit soft today, but orienteering was good, so I'm pretty happy.
Okay. Did you have some route choice hesitations or something hard in the technical part?
Route choices, I tried to take the bigger roads that wasn't so soft, and I think I did a good job there. But I don't know. Maybe I should have just pushed harder.
Yeah, it was quite a straightforward race for you. You were very stable in most of the race. In the second radio control, you were 11 seconds slower than the winner, and at the end 37 seconds. Maybe you didn't push so much in the last part of the race, but you didn't make mistakes.
No, I didn't make mistakes, but I was maybe too afraid to take the corners. So yeah, I lost some time in the city part, I think.
Quite safe second place for you. You will have the chance tomorrow to fight for the overall win. So you're not, you haven't lost the overall win in the World Cup already. So maybe tomorrow in the long distance you can push a little bit more.
Yeah, I will try. I felt like today was the long distance because I couldn't get any faster. But yeah, I think it's going to be good.
Okay, good luck for you tomorrow in the long distance and in the overall World Cup. This was second place today's sprint distance racer Ruska Saarela from Finland. Thank you very much. Have a nice race tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye bye.
Yes.
So finally we have Nicoline Splitor from Denmark, winner in today's sprint distance, winner almost everywhere. She's the World Cup leader and World Cup and the world ranking leader. Congratulations! How was your race today?
It was good from start to finish. I had a bit of trouble selecting one route choice, but despite of that, it was really good.
Okay, you were leading with at the first half of the race. You were leading with a small margin, only some 6 or 7 seconds. But at the end, your win was quite convincing with 37 seconds. Was you faster in the second race or in the second part of the race, or you made some small mistakes in the first part?
I think I just went out a bit slower than I could, and then I speeded up through the second half.
Okay, so maybe you're feeling quite ready for tomorrow's long distance if you can push in the second part of the race today.
I hope, but long distance is the quite opposite of sprint, so we'll see.
Yeah, okay. We wish you good luck. We still have a fight for the overall World Cup win. You're leading, but with not enough, so you should push tomorrow again. Good luck to you, and wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. This was the winner in the women's race today, Nicoline Splitorf, leading for almost all of today's competition. She's the World Cup leader and the world ranking leader. Again, 5th win for her in this year's World Cup from 8 races. So quite a good year for her.
We have some more minutes remaining to the flower ceremony. Five minutes remain to the flower ceremony for today's sprint distance and World Under 23 World Championships in mountain bike orienteering. We're ready to start with the flower ceremony for today's sprint distance. We will start with the World Cup. So please all team gather in front of the podium so we can start with the flower ceremony for today's sprint distance, 8th round of the World Cup, in the individual World Cup. We'll start with the men. 6th place for Paul Debray from France. 5th place for Fabiano Bettega from Italy. 3rd place for Ignas Ambrazas from 4th place for Ignas Ambrazas from Lithuania. Third place for Wojciech Ludwig, Czech Republic. 2nd place for Hannes Knilika, Austria. And the winner of today's sprint distance, Andreas Waldmann, Austria. Flowers will be presented by Nermin Femen, senior advisor of the event. Congratulations to the best sprint distance runners in today's men's event in the World Cup. In the Women's World Cup, 6th place in today's sprint distance for Iris Aurora Pecorare from Italy. 5th place for Silja Juli Hietanen from Finland. 4th place for Constance de Villiers from France. 3rd place for Camilla Sjogard from Denmark. 2nd place for Ruska Saareva from Finland. And the winner in sprint distance today is Nicolin Splitter of Denmark. Congratulations to the best women in today's sprint distance. Now we have the Under 23 World Championships for the flower ceremony. 6th place in the men's Under 23
Sixth place we have Marketa Mulichkova, Czech Republic. Fifth place for Jana Hnilka from Austria. Fourth place for Rosalie, Czech Republic. So goes again for Lucy. The silver medal is Aurora Pekora. And the winner and the gold medalist is Silja Juli Hietanen. Flowers will be awarded by the Honorary President of the Bulgarian Orienteering Federation, Professor Atanas Georgiev. Congratulations to the winner in today's World Championship